Welcome to Rough Mix with Brian Kelly, the podcast where I talk about how my music is made. Well, I wanted to sit down and just to create some music, and I decided this time around to just start with 2 chords and let the stuff flows from there. So here are the chords that I chose. So it'll be a D major 7 to a G major 7, and from there the tune develops. Here it is now, what I'm calling Cloudy Day. I also want to say a special hello to some friends who have been downloading the podcast in 3 hotspots in particular since the last post. Whoever is in Hackensack, New Jersey, Cambridge, England, and Shenzhen, China, welcome to you all. Glad to have you on board, and I hope you're really enjoying the podcast. This episode is sponsored by NeverGoodToHear.com. Add your own phrases that are never good to hear. That's NeverGoodToHear.com. It has also come to my attention that although I've been a Twitter user for many years now, I don't think I've ever mentioned it on Rough Mix. If you want to get in touch with me by Twitter, my user ID is NLNNET. So that would be twitter.com/NLNNET. And there you can send me whatever notes that you want, and maybe that's an easier way for you to add stuff to the podcast as feedback. Thanks for stopping by Rough Mix. We really appreciate the fact that you're listening to what we do. The best way to get in touch with us is probably by email, and you can send me a message at any time at nlnnet@gmail.com. That's nlnnet@gmail.com. If you want to get information about how to subscribe to this cast, you can go to ruffmix.com. That's ruffmix.com. And there you'll find all kinds of information. You'll find archive versions of the cast. You'll find ways to get in touch and all this other stuff. And pass this information on to your friends as well. Thanks so much. Until next time, enjoy your music and may it be rough. If you like this podcast, tell your friends. And if you don't, tell your enemies.
And now you will hear an evening rag called Pilu. This is the scale. A possible variation is the E natural on the way up, ascending. The tala chosen for this performance, for this improvisation, will begin in a measure of 7, as follows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. And will be followed by a fast measure of 16 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 1.
Section 31, Songs of Love and Life by Zora Cross. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Read by Caveat. Sonnet 31. We must look round upon our children dear, living through them this present and that past. Our eyes on future fields will then be cast, our thoughts on other worlds that know not fear. Haply we shall forget we e'er loved here, breathing through finer frames new hopes and vast, God leading us by spacious plains at last. We shall sail on to his clear hemisphere. Ah, put your arms about me closer now. Our wedded souls the very stars inspire. Your mouth's on mine, your limbs in mine I fold, scenting all Eden on your dewy brow. Love knows no age, eternal is her fire. Haply we shall love more when we are old. End of section 31.